to start in a different kind of seat, whatever is most comfortable for you. Sit nice and tall. Close the eyes. Bring in that ocean breath, Ujjayi breath. If it's new to you, we're inhaling and exhaling through the nose and sort of closing off the throat. So as you listen to yourself breathing, it does actually sound like the ocean waves, or certainly if you record it. So you can create your own calming waves audio track. Draw circles with the head, loosening up the neck. Sometimes, we've slept funny and this can feel a little bit sticky. And we just want to create some space, relieve tension. And when you're ready, send it in the opposite direction. Bringing it back to center. We're going to inhale, turn the head to the right. Exhale. Inhale through center, turn to the left. Inhale to bring it through center, send it back. And then chin to chest. Inhale, bring it back to center. Roll the shoulders back. Send it forwards. One more time. Next, inhale, send the arms up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull one hand down, reach with the other hand, and alternate. Maybe finding a little bit of a side bend here. Inhale the arms up, interlock the fingers, pressing up through the palms. Flip the palms so they're facing you, and then bring your bear hug all the way down. Palms on the thighs or on the knees if you're seated. As we inhale, we're going to draw the chest forwards. Exhale, rolling in. One more here. Bring it to center, and we're just going to take some circles around. So we still pull forwards with the heart center, and then tucking in on the exhale, bringing it back. Take a few in one direction. And then when you're ready, inhaling, change direction. Warming up the spine. Inhaling back to center, So come to your tabletop. Check your alignment. Just give a little rock back and forth on the palms, warming up the wrists a little bit. Engage the core, make sure we're not sinking in that lower spine. Bring the fingertips to point out to the long edges of the mat. Rock side to side. Just a little bit. Fingertips point to the knees. Shake them off before coming back to your tabletop. And now we're going to get on with the legs. So inhale, extend the left leg back. Press the ball of the foot rather, on the mat and push through the heel, finding a little stretch in the calf here. You can rock forwards and back. Inhale, lift the leg, flexing at the knee. And then we're going to take our hip circles. So coming through, trying to keep the thigh parallel with the hip. It's tricky. Really working the sort of glute medius here with that abduction and rotation that's available. And once you've done a few one way, send it in the opposite direction and just notice how that feels. A little bit of hip mobility in the morning. Lower down on an exhale, we swap to the other side, extending the right leg out, press through the heel. Really feel it in that calf this morning. I don't know about you. And then when you're ready, drawing circles. And the opposite way. Definitely feel it's more sticky one side. Releasing down on an exhale. Extend both feet out so we find our high plank just for a moment. Exhale, send the hips high, pedal the legs. Using the whole hand, pressing to the base of the fingers. That nice active grip. Try and relax in the shoulders. Tuck the lower ribs under. Tailbone nice and high, reaching up. Find some stillness if it feels good. Inhale, walk the hands towards the feet this time. Exhale, Bend the knees generously so we can really just relax here. Belly to thighs, palms on the mat or fingertips on the mat, whatever's most comfortable for you. Or just maybe sway side to side. Next inhale, we're going to walk the hands forwards. Come through our high plank. Exhaling once again, down facing dog. And just take any movement here. You don't have to stay still, you can keep moving. Inhale onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, we pivot on the feet, sending the hips over to the left, dropping down. Inhale, pivot back through center, then sending the heels over to the right, hips come down. And we can take that again over to the left. And the right. Inhaling back to center, walk the hands towards the feet. Exhale, see if we can extend the knees slightly here, nothing too strenuous. Maybe we've just created a little bit more space, weight in the middle of the feet. Next, inhale, we're going to roll up through the spine. Nice and steady, rolling the shoulders back. Walk to the top of the mat. And let's just continue warming the ankles up a little bit. So let's just rock. Let's not go through the full range of motion just yet, but heels to toes, rocking back. And as you feel a little bit more stable, a little bit more comfortable, increase the range of movement. So maybe we can come all the way up onto the balls of the feet, lowering down under some control. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling down, shake off the legs. Come through mountain pose, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. This time really trying to build up into our fold. So extending the legs where we can. Sending those hips nice and high. But again, any bending in the knees that you might need, go for it, okay? Three breaths here. Take it nice and steady. Use the breath. That vital energy that we send through the body. On your next inhale, find your half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. We're going to take this twice more. Exhaling one last time into our forward fold. Activating the legs, sweeping the arms up and overhead. Reach, gaze up between the hands. Exhale here. Inhale, bring the palms to touch overhead. And reflecting the elbows, sending the prayer behind. And then squeezing on the inhale, the elbows together. Exhaling as we bring our hands to prayer, heart center. Release. One more time. We inhale the arms up. Exhale. Inhale to bring the palms to touch overhead. Send it back. And then over. Stretching through the upper back. Chest. Nice work. So now we're going to come into a little bit of balance. So shifting the weight onto the right side, or maybe you have a preferred leg to balance on, particularly in the morning. So pick your preferred side. Remember to inhale, exhale to find your grounding. Okay, you don't need to balance straight away. I've still got my tiptoe touching the mat. Next inhale, I'm going to lift the other leg, bringing knee towards chest. You can take hold or hold it here actively. Stretching here. Really reaching up. So remember, lengthen through the crown of the head. Ground through that right leg. Lift the toes of your right foot off the mat for me, or give them a wiggle. Make sure you're not clenching with the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, release the left leg down, or whichever leg. Swapping over onto the other side. When you're ready, finding your balance, your stability. If you want to challenge the balance, then bring the gaze up from your eye line. You can even try and look at the end of your nose. Makes you go cross-eyed. Or if you really want to challenge the balance, you can close your eyes, but that never tends to work for me. Not for long. Exhale, release the leg down, shake off the legs. Coming through our mountain pose, we're going to step our left foot back, coming into a wide leg stance like we did yesterday. So remember, there can be a slight inward turn of the big toes, only slightly. Active in the legs here. Inhale, draw up through the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge at the hips, send the heart center forwards and down. Palms can stay on the hips or at the waist, wherever you feel it helps you keep that nice open chest. If you want to take a wave here, so you inhale to sort of half lift, exhale it down. That's good too. And then find some stillness. 2 breaths. Inhale, draw it up. Remember, active in the legs. Now we're going to come into our side lunge or our skandasana, depending how you're feeling this morning, whether it's in your practice already. If you're coming to skandasana, then it's probably more beneficial to point your extended leg out to begin with. But if you're coming through side lunge, just keep the feet pointing in a comfortable position for you. Make sure the knee tracks over in the same direction. Lowering down. Don't be disheartened if side lunge is where you're at, okay? It's a great place to be. It's not all about dropping it all the way down. But stay nice and active. Work on what you can in your side lunge. Maybe it's moving from side to side, quite smooth, and keeping that low profile. If you're in skandasana and you can sort of sit like me, or maybe your arms extended, if you struggle to hold skandasana without fingertips on the mat, then that's something you can work on, lifting up. Maybe try and take a twist. Wherever we are, we're going to inhale, push up. Exhale into a wide leg fold. Two more breaths here. Inhale, draw it up, prep for your side lunge or your skandasana. Exhaling down. Keeping that chest open. One more breath here. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale. Wide leg fold, one last time. Inhale, heel toe the feet slightly closer in. Toes point out this time. And if we can, drop down into our yogic squat, or maybe we're in more of a crouch. If we are in a crouch, just try and practice bringing one heel down and then the other and find this little bit of movement. If you're in your yogic squat and that feels pretty good, try and bring one knee down to the mat and then the other. Or you can just sit for a little moment. 2 breaths wherever you're at. Inhale, exhale. Bring the sit bones to the mat. We spin round. Extend both legs out in front. In your staff pose, your dandasana. If this is particularly uncomfortable position for you, and even more so coming into a fold, then place a block underneath the hips. That will assist in getting your hip tilt for your fold. Ideally, don't grab a strap for this one if anyone was sort of reaching. Inhale, fingertips either side of the legs. Exhale to hinge at the hips. Keeping the legs active, we walk the fingertips towards the feet. Just walk them away from us. Don't worry about where they come to. Just try and keep a nice lengthened spine. If we've started to roll, walk it back. Anyone who practices with me regularly will probably know the sequence and my cueing off by heart. Use the breath. One more breath here. Send that tailbone back. Inhale, walk up. Cross the feet. We're going to find a twist. So we bring left palm to right knee, right hand behind. One more breath here. Inhale through center, twist to the opposite side. Sitting nice and tall. Remember, we're not dumping weight into this backhand. Inhale to center one more time. Send the legs out. Exhaling as we walk the hands. And then I want you to try, really keep awareness in the body here. Close the eyes. Focus on the breath. And just see if you can walk your hands a little bit further on the exhale, keeping your shape. So really keeping awareness in the body here. as well as in the breath. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, just open the eyes and see if you got a little bit further than you expected, or further than you were going when you had your eyes open. Sometimes we're so almost blocked by the sort of goal that's right in front of us, but actually, I mean, here I can reach beyond my feet. Inhale, walk the hands up. Take your twist again. You can take any preferred twist. Inhaling through center, sending it to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Place the right hand down by your side. The left arm comes up and over as we exhale, finding a little side bend here. Chest open to the front. Inhale, bring it up. The left palm comes down, right arm overhead. Exhaling to the opposite side. Inhale up to center, both arms reach up. Gaze between the hands, exhale, cactus the arms down. Inhale them up. Cactus them down. Wiggle the fingers one last time. And then give yourself a big hug, wrap the arms around. Inhale, bring palms to the knees, close the eyes, sit up tall. Slow down the breath. Just enjoy this moment of stillness, all for you. Bring to mind something that you're grateful for this morning. Maybe set your intention for the rest of the day. deeply. Inhale for the count of 6. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Blink the eyes open. Bring the hands to bear at heart center. Thumbs up to the third eye. And back down as we bow our heads, honouring our practice and honouring each other. Namaste.